Well, it's not just flooded homes and businesses. Railway lines around the country have been shut down or severely disrupted, while power supplies are also at risk. The coalition's been keen to champion more powers for local communities. But does this mean central government has failed to take charge of the bigger picture? Our culture and digital editor, Paul Mason, reports.
The storms have become a story of an old infrastructure versus new problems: climate change, austerity and decentralised control. When we think of infrastructure, usually it signifies growth, new airports, new railway lines. But with this crisis, we're having to start to think about it in terms of retreat from coastlines, from farmlands, maybe from a railway route. And what stunned the experts is the speed of the change.
These events are exactly the sort of thing that we expected to happen as a result of climate change, so I'm not surprised. What I am shocked by is how quickly it appears to have happened, because we thought we wouldn't see the impacts of climate change until the 2030s, and it looks like that was way, way too optimistic.
If you look at a map of the railway lines affected today, every one was laid down in the mid-19th century. Dawlish, washed away last week, was originally a local seafront railway powered by compressed air. The lines disrupted by the Thames were laid down in 1846, the line along the mid-Wales coast in the 1860s. Railway experts say we may soon face some big decisions.
It is very important that people realise and that they start to make contingencies. And one contingency could be to say, well, I'm terribly sorry, but this railway is no longer going to be in existence. This road is not going to be in existence because we can't afford it. So we will have to build a diversionary route for this road, for this railway, even for this river.
In 2011, Network Rail published a climate change adaptation report known as Tracker. Localised flooding, landslips, sea surges and rising sea levels were all clearly flagged, but in each case there was no clear projection of risk, and those working on a new one admit it was too cautious.
Weather patterns are always going to be, to some extent, based on probabilities, and we had to take the view that it wouldn't get as bad as quickly.
The Thames barrier shows how far ahead you need to think. It was raised just 4 times in the 10 years after it was built. It's been raised for 13 consecutive tides in the past 2 months, and planners know there are tough choices ahead this century.
There are staged decisions on whether we raise defences, whether we realign them, whether we abandon them, which is the least desirable option of all. And the Thames Estuary 2100 plans work that out. But we don't have anything like that for the other estuaries.
The bottom line is the weather's changing faster than our strategy to cope with it.